Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all know what it is. Eagles Web. It's a quick one. Welcome back. Eagles Web Boxing. Y'all know what it is. Little discussion today. Not much. I got work related things to do. Yeah. Yeah, y'all know what it is, though. You see. You see. I'm actually working as I'm talking to you. Just working on a little bit of something. A little something, something. Got Mommy's Day coming up. So, got to get stuff ready for moms. You know. No, I don't celebrate holidays. But moms, they celebrate holidays. So, there you go. Yep. The one thing about holidays, if you don't celebrate holidays, you don't have to go with the whole, all the, like the, you don't have to sing the songs and go with all that stuff. But, you just be gracious in their holidays. I don't care. Yeah, just don't get too political or whatever. Don't get too, just, don't be cold and stuff like that. Maybe spend a little bit of time. I'm not saying that, especially during Christmas time. Like you could invite me to Christmas, I'll come by. But I'm not. If I do have gifts, it's not because of Christmas. It's because you celebrating, and I just want to bring something. I'll probably bring something. I don't know. This, I'll probably bring either some clothes, not clothes, food, or either you know something. It might not be wrapped up. You know, I'm just like, yeah, I'll just hand it to you. Hey, I got you this. I know you guys celebrate Christmas and believe in Santa Claus and all that, but it's so I don't want to mess the whole holiday up. You know, I'm just probably not going. I'm not a good participant. I'm just not going to be a good participant in your Christmas celebration. I'm probably not going to be, like I said, I'm not probably going to be the best participant. So, like I said, I'll do it, but I probably ain't going to be the best one there. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm here to speak about it. Let's talk about Ryan. That, and we see why the endorsements comes through, but you guys already understand, or you should know, that I do pay attention. I pay attention to these clowns when they come in and they when they say a little bit too much. I'm gonna pay attention to you. When you say too much, I'm paying attention. Just don't say too much. Especially if you had a career. If you had a career already, and you start endorsing people as being the greatest and all that, then hey, you, I'm gonna talk. We're gonna talk about it. Then we might have to bring your situation up. But this whole sale. So I'm gonna talk about this sale, how it's going before I get out of here. Uh, that's more or less what it is. It's a sale. So I'm just gonna talk about the sale. Like some of you will go with it. Some of you won't go with it. But what can I say? Yeah. So I'm gonna go with this. I'll go with this. I'll talk about the sale. And it's nice when stuff goes on sale. It's really nice when things gonna sell, right? You guys try to sell us because you got to realize that this is a sales. All this stuff is a sales market. Is all of it. All of it is like a sales market. All of it is sales marketing. So all of it is just that we got to see how believable these things are. There's some you guys. No, stop calling me. Stop calling when you don't know me. Evidently, you don't know me because you would I would have your number. I would know you. I don't know you. Stupid. I don't like that. Getting calls and you don't know the people. Unknown. How is it the so-called year of 2024 you get an unknown phone call? Somebody know. Can't be unknown this. You can't be unknown this late in the game. Hmm.
A creeper is near.
Yes, it is. That's what my phone says when I turn it on. Oh wow! I'm over here just making a complete mess over here. I see you. One. They left me a voicemail. Oh wow. Oh, it could be the government. Okay, forgot about that. Nah, it wouldn't have been them. It wouldn't be them because they ain't gonna do no anonymous crap like that. If it's them, they gonna just say it's us. Pick up the phone. Yeah, so it ain't them. All right, so I don't know what it is. Anyway, who cares about that right now? What we care about is the people. I said we care about the people. Yeah, we do kind of care. No, we don't. People don't care about people. But anyway, yeah, we kind of. I care about, you know, this people falling for this anything. You guys, we gotta stop falling for this anything that they tell us. They tell us anything, and we just fall for it. That's our job. I guess I'm gonna fall for this. I'm gonna fall for. Nah, man, stop it. Yeah. Every year we got. Every year there's a new face of boxing. Not even every year. Every few months there's a new face of boxing. It's like, come on, how many new faces of boxing can we have? All these new faces of boxing. I'm not the endorser. Not like the enforcer. I'm not the endorser. I'm not gonna sit here and endorse all these fighters just because somebody say something. I was waiting for somebody to come through, so I probably had to repeat this and go through it again. No, but I'm not gonna endorse you because people start endorsing you. De La Hoya starts speaking out real big. He said that Ryan controls everything because of the money he made, because he bet on himself. They got all kinds of scenarios now. Oscar didn't say nothing about this, but he reported that he bet on himself $2 million and won 12. It's like, you know what? It's just doing too much, and you can't bet on yourself with 2 and win 12. You can't win 12 in the first place. The only way you can win 12 is if the receipt said 25. They gonna take that money. All goes back. Everything goes back into the system. But anyway, just not that. That just not that point. It's just that if you thinking that Ryan, I mean, and the thing is, he does have from all the different forums I've been to, he does have a strong fan base. But we have to see exactly what the sales are like. If he's such a superstar, we got to see what his sales is like. like his next fight. We have to see if he can generate, um, maybe run it back with Tank at one. Nah, he can't make 135. Anyway, but um, we gotta see what his next fight is like. If he's $100 million fighter, because if he's $100 million fighter, then that starts to make a certain person start fading away from the whole boxing scene. Maybe their mouth will get a little bit smaller if he is. And if he is $100 million fighter, then all you guys is pound for pounds, then why isn't, I'm just saying, everybody gets mad at me when I say that, oh, you just trolling. When I ask how come Bud is not $100 million fighter, if he's so much better? So boxing is not what we think it is. Like far as the fan base, it's not what we want. It's not what we think it is. If all these fighters is better, he's using his platform, and even when he's not in his platform, which I guess you can still call that his platform, he's making a lot of bold statements and stuff. He's talking about knocking out Fundora and all this. See, that's good for boxing. In one sense, that's actually good. It's like, wow, he's doing all this. Because you get people going with with the hype. You got people going with the hype. Do we know how true that is going to be? I don't know. Fundora, you can't just look to knock Fundora out. Here we go. Yeah, fighters ain't just there to just go out. I don't know what people think, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna knock him out. You ain't knocking nobody out. I mean, I don't know. You should have knocked Haney out so that way your statement. I mean, I would have listened to the statement a little bit more. Like, oh yeah, he can knock him out. Yeah. I would have been on that whole hype train, But I can't. I cannot just get on that hype train if that's what I believe it is. It's just hype. I don't know. I can't put you as king. I mean, come on. If I put a person as king in face of boxing, and they don't even have a championship, then I'm not a true fan of boxing anymore. But that's where we're at now. You don't have true fans of boxing. These is like rest in glory or celebrating glory to Roger Mayweather. Is these people, you don't know shit about boxing. I don't know shit about boxing. But the shit I don't know, I'm willing to learn. You know what I mean? The shit I don't know, I'm ready to learn. But you other ones that don't know shit about boxing, you ain't gonna never know shit about boxing. You know about how a guy looks. Oh, he handsome. He got, so many girls chasing him. So what? You're not going to have all them girls. And if you do have all them girls, you're going to end up in some kind of damn lawsuit. And we're hoping that stupid shit don't happen. Let's see if you can learn from the past and not let that same dumb stuff happen to you that happened to other celebrities or whatever. To where, oh, you got so many girls and stuff. Yeah, you're going to slip up with one or two of them, and then now your money starts getting drained and everything else. That's dumb. Stop playing. Yeah, a lot of they said, that's a thing. You ain't all that. I'm getting my tire plugged, and I ain't all that. Well, get your tire plugged. And you ain't all that either, little missy. Oh, yeah, you better hit the like button, especially. You better hit the like button because you're doing some extracurriculars. Not necessarily, but you getting your tire fixed. So hey, give Eagle at least one thumbs up. I'm messing around. I'm all out of shape, dear. I make things hard on myself. I gotta get in better shape because I gotta go dance. But it's like. And plus, I got kind of a fan that's going to be at my camp this year. Because she was telling me that she was looking for us, like, the whole time. Like, for years. She was looking for us. And I was like, okay. So she was looking for me and my guy. I said, yeah. So I invited her to come over to our camp this year. So I gotta be up on stuff. Even though I'm gonna be a little bit weak because I go on a fast and everything like that. I see you out there, Sir Flame. Yep. But Sir Flame, yeah, Sir Flame said he said salute to Eagles Web, salute to the chat, and as always, jab that like button. All y'all don't get naked. Eagles Web boxing. He got them things up just so you know, in that glove along with that 100 on my butter, out there, Sir Flame. Sir Flame said my menu is like old folks menu now because I was telling him about some delicious stuff I was making. I guess he don't like waffles a lot of these because I tell him I was putting that I make these waffles now. Oh, they so good. I'm about to make some tonight. I'm about to make some waffles tonight. I'm about to put some zucchini in them. You don't like that, brother? I'm about to shred me some zucchini and put it up in these waffles. They're gonna be more like dessert waffles, but not really sweet like that. Shit, I just cook everything. I'm just lazy. That's all it is. I cook everything at once. I make a lot of stew type items, soups, cream. I make all. That's what I make now. I don't like to mess up all kinds of dishes and shit because I'm the one. I live by myself now, so I gotta cook. Man, I gotta clean all that shit up. I ain't trying to do a whole lot of pots. And plus, I'm trying to eat more of my food raw too. Like if you cooking vegetables or whatever, eat some of them vegetables raw. Don't eat them all cooked. You know, don't starve yourself of all the nutrients and stuff like that. Plus, man, I was in the military and everything, man, and other places. I was involved with other places that did all the cooking. And so I've eaten bad enough in my life, man. I've eaten bad enough for a couple of lifetimes. So I'm like, I gotta eat better, man. I need at least 2 or 3 years, man. I mean, if I was gonna be honest, I probably can't. It's hard to do because I'll slip up and I'll just start eating all kinds of stuff. But you probably did you dedicate to your body, man, just to rest your body, and you need to, eat good for like a couple years, man. Couple years, man. Get your system straight. You probably won't go back to eating the way that you used to, because there's a lot of things that I used to eat that I can't eat no more. I don't. I just cannot. I can't eat them. I just cannot. There's no way I can eat. A lot of stuff I used to eat growing up, I can't eat anymore. I can't. No matter what, I can't eat it. If I try to, it's not gonna be a good. It's not gonna be a good look. I'm gonna throw that. Believe me, it's coming back up. Yep. You came in one way, you're going out another. So that's the way. That's the way that stuff is doing. Yep. Lala D says, Sir Flame. He said, salute Queen. Gave her a little queen face at Lala D. Lala D said, I like waffles. She got a, yeah, I like good ones. I got a little, so the thing is, I got a little waffle maker, like maybe like that. I got a little one. But it's I don't know if it's kind of like the commercial ones, right? Because once you put all the stuff in there, you batter, then you actually lock it down and you flip it over, and it has a light on the back side of it. That little green light is convenient. Little green light comes on, tells you when your waffle's done. I didn't do it right the other day. I was using it. I forgot to flip it over. Still came out right. I was like, what? I said, yeah, I'm supposed to flip this over. I said, yeah, but it's all good. It came out right. I thought I was misjudging it, like, oh, I opened it up too soon, but you could always close it back. One thing about a waffle iron, if as long as the waffle's set, you can open it up. If it's not set, you can't open it up. If you open it up too early on a waffle iron, you just screwed up. You screwed up. I remember because when I was little, we had one. They didn't have them. They didn't have them where you flipped. Well, they were too much probably, but we didn't have one that you could flip over. We just had the one that you pour the batter in and you just shut it down. And I used to look at it. I used to be so anxious watching that thing rise up. Because when you're a kid, you only get one set. I think it's like two waffles. Because they get kind of big for a kid. That's it. I used to love them though. I want I want it with a little crunch, but I do want it soft on the inside. I don't want it all dried out, nothing like that. But let's go. Like Sir Flame said, no, and Lala D, don't believe that. I love waffle. He was talking about not eating cereal, only hot cereal like an old man. Yeah, I eat hot cereal. Oh, okay. Is you talking about the hot cereal? Yeah, I can't find. See, Sir Flame, well, I just explained to you, brother. Why you laughing at me, man? Why me? You got to fight, man. I love you, man. I thought we was brothers, man. Why you treat me like that, man? Why we got to fight, man? Why we got to be out there fighting? We better make a lot of money, man. Since we got beef. We better make a lot of money, brother. Since we got beef. He don't like the. He's talking about. Like, he thinks I eat oatmeal, but no. I use hot cereal. When I say hot cereal, it's not no hot cereal that you're used to. I can't eat no oatmeal. That's part of my subject right now. Some of the stuff I used to eat, I'll throw up if I eat oatmeal. But yeah, hot cereal. Like, you ever heard of grits? Now tell me you don't like grits. Tell me you never grew up and you don't know nothing about grits and you down there in the TX. You live in T-Rex and you don't know anything about grits. Get out of here. So the cereal I eat, one of them is like a grits. You know what I mean? But I use it for other stuff though. There's a lot of, so the Muslims, I'm not Muslim, but I got friends, of all different sects. So yeah, my friend, when I was growing up, so we used to eat like the fried bread, and we used to eat like the cornbread too. We ate cornbread, but I had a friend that he didn't eat that, so he ate farina bread, and so I switched it up, and so I made it too. And for me, it was still good. It didn't have the corn taste, but it was like the texture was actually, for me, the texture was even a little bit better. It was a little bit more moist than the regular cornbread was. And so for me, I can still do that. So what I do is I just replace the corn grain. And you guys a lot of people will figure, well, you guys are Indian and stuff. So, you guys, that's your vegetable. Is corn. Yeah, but I tried to explain to people. People don't listen. I tried to explain to people that corn, everything on this earth was changed. Corn was changed. So when you say corn was ours before they switched it. You know what? Corn was ours before they switched the corn itself. If that makes sense to you. Before they switched it. Because corn was not. Actually, I'm working on something. It's kind of crazy. It kind of looks like corn. What corn used to look like. And this is like turquoise. But this is what corn used to look like. That's what corn used to look like. Yeah. So a grain. Okay, so you got the triple barley. I think you got the double barley. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, so I got to draw it up. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I got the right paper so I can draw it up. So this is learning time. So I'm trying to teach. You can't teach me shit, Eagle. Open your mind, man. Stop thinking Eagle can't teach you nothing. So let me see. So corn. Okay, so I'm gonna draw. So kind of. This is what corn. And you can look this up yourself. You can look this up yourself. So and this is just a quick drawing. This is off of my head. This is off my brain. So that is what corn used to look like. That's what corn used to look like. And you look it up. So corn, and I told you guys this before, so corn is Central American. Corn itself is Central American, and it actually comes from a plant. It's called teosinte. That's where it comes from. So it comes from a plant called teosinte. And people that are from, like deep Mexico, South Mexico, and Central America and stuff like that, they know that plant, and because the plant is still alive. But that's where it comes from, teosinte. And I ain't finished with Sir Flame's ass. I got you, Sir Flame. You don't think you already know that. This is Eagle. Eagle ain't gonna just forget shit and let you just sneak away. I got your ass, son. Because see, the thing is, Lala D came in here, and so she got on my side a little bit, because I can see one of her statements down there, and I haven't got there. See, you eat oatmeal. Yeah. Oh, okay, Sir Flame. Yeah, Sir Flame said I haven't had some good grits since I left Texas. See, he said I eat oatmeal, but I don't eat oatmeal though. I can't, man. You eat grits with butter and sugar or cheese. Butter and sugar and cheese? Nah, I really don't. I kind of eat. If I can put some kind of sauce with mine, I like them. I'm gonna be honest with grits. Now, because I don't really eat the grits anymore. I'm trying to see. That's one of the foods I'm trying to cut out. I'm trying to cut like corn out because corn been changed. So what I do is I take a meal. It's kind of like farina, but it's a bigger grit like grits. It's not ground down like farina. So it's kamut, which is a wheat. It's an ancient wheat. So I use that one in place of grits. Now the way I make it, I make like polenta with it. And the polenta is good. It just takes a lot of work because you gotta let it set and firm up and all that. So I'll do that. Sometimes I'll fry it. Sometimes I'll just put it with like my other food. I'll just mix it in with my other food. Like say for instance, I'll make something with like some sauce, and I put it in there. So you look at my grits. My grits is gonna be with the rest of my meal. So I can just slop it up together. You know what I mean? So I can mix it up together. Like the sugar. It's sugar and butter and all that and cream and all that. That's when you're a baby. When you little, you might eat it like that. I don't eat it like that. That's making my face frown up just thinking about it like that. But when they got some kind of sauce on there, some kind of gravy or something on there, yeah, grits and gravy, baby. Grits and gravy, baby. I'll do that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Lala D says she the Farina queen, so I just wanted to bring that up. I used to have eggs, grits, and beef bacon. Yeah, but I'm not against grits because grits sound good. Because I'll make a sandwich if the grits is thick enough. I'll put the grits on a sandwich, and I'll put eggs on top of that, and I'll put some slices of whatever on there, some turkey bacon or something like that. If I was a meat eater, you know. And I either like medium or hard eggs. I'm sorry. I know you get a lot of y'all like soft, but I don't even eat eggs. There's no eggs in my refrigerator. Because I got a replacement for eggs. I don't do eggs like that no more. I start thinking about what eggs is. I'm like, man, I can't eat no eggs. Ooh. I got this limeade, but it has a little bit of tart cherry in there because I can't get my berry juice. So it has tart cherry in there, and I put a little ginger up in there. I squeeze some ginger out. So I got my juicer. I use that. Made me some ginger. And ginger's really good for everything, man. Good for your skin, good for your hair, good for your body. That's what I try to do, man. I'm trying to keep my system, regulated the right way, so I don't have those problems that a lot of people have when it comes to going to the bathroom and doing everything else. I'm trying to eat better, man, because I'm a junk food expert. I can mess up some junk food, you know what I mean? Because the thing is, I used to do chef work. I know how I know how to bake. I do all that shit, brother. I know how to bake, and I know how to do, like, I made probably 40 pounds of candy. That's candy. I made like 40 pounds of candy because I was thinking about opening up this little candy store. So I had like a soft opening and stuff. I wanted to see how the people in this little rich town, how they would receive it in the reception wasn't what I thought it was going to be, because I had to have a certain amount of samples, and all these people really cared about was coming in and getting their free sample. That's all they was really caring about. They wasn't caring if you was opening. Now we don't care nothing about you opening. We got enough stores and businesses over here. We don't care nothing about you. Just give us our free sample and shut the f up. I mean, that's what I felt. It's like that's what it felt like to me. Like, God dang, just give us our uh, give us our sample and shut your ass up. Yeah, Bud need to make his money. That's all. Because Bud is about out of boxing. I don't know how much money he has, but yeah, he needs to make his money. You know. But Bud ain't fighting everybody. Ryan Garcia, they want to claim that now they really believe this because he bought a crown. You got a lot of people believing that he is the king now. And Oscar De La Hoya, I can see the desperation. And I don't want to talk bad about this man, but you can see the desperation in his face when he's like, Ryan, he controls his own destiny now. He's a king. This and that. I was like I looked at him. I was just shaking my head. I said, Oscar, if he don't sound desperate as F, I mean, he was sounding. I'm telling you, man, Oscar was sounding desperate as F. I mean, desperate. You can't sound no more. You cannot sound more desperate than he sounded. You cannot. There's not a person. There's not a look where you can sound more desperate than Oscar was sounding. He was sounding so extra desperate, it didn't make no sense, man. You don't need to sound that desperate if you think that your guy is number one. He's the king and he's the face of boxing. Stop it. Yep. Like they say, I have a 4 p.m. meeting. I'll come back. Oh, you got a meeting at? I thought you was at the store. I thought you was at the tire shop. Where you at? Okay, you 4 o'clock. Hey, I was about to get out of here early. Sometimes I don't do ginger. I know it's good for you though. Yeah. A lot of people can't handle ginger, and I think I used to be that way too. But I think it's all in the presentation of the ginger too. It all depends. I think it's the presentation because I can put it in a lot of things and I can still eat it. Like even this that has the juice in there. Believe me, it's so damn hot. If you drink it straight, it's hot. It really chokes me up. Like a lot of times I do it straight, I just can't. I can't handle it the way that I would think I can handle it. But I know that it's better for me to go ahead and do it. Because you do feel better. You feel like you feel better when you do it. But yeah, I know what you mean. I know this girl, I made some soup. It was a Thai style soup. It had the ginger in it. And she was like, oh, she can't stand ginger. And I forgot and I gave it to her. But she ended up giving it to her brother though. She was like, nah, I gave it to my brother. She said he killed it. She said, yeah, but she don't do ginger either. A lot of people don't do ginger. Yeah. I think maybe it's just acquired. I don't know if I've always loved it. No, because that was one of my thoughts the other day. I was thinking about, this is what I'm thinking about. And we get back to Ryan, and I get back to your ass too. I was just thinking about this the other day. I said, what food, or what do I actually like? If I smell it, even no matter what I'm doing, if I smell it, I just start getting hungry. And I was thinking about the food that actually smelled, because you don't know. See, my mind is like this. So I smell food. I smell cooking, which I call sacrifice. And so I can smell some food cooking, and like especially like in the summer, I used to always be like, oh yeah, that's probably barbecue. But after a while, I started realizing that everybody who does a barbecue, that doesn't mean that they actually can cook. You see what I mean? So I started smelling the food. I said, oh, that smells good. Then I started being able to pick out like food. But my nose is way too sensitive, man. My nose, like I talked about my nose before. My nose is way too sensitive. I mean, I can smell Burger King, and I don't even live by Burger King. That's how I mean. That's how my nose is. I can pick out food like that. Like I smell KFC. You ain't even supposed to be able to smell KFC. I can smell it. Restaurants and stuff. I can smell their food. And I start getting sick. Like if I smell Taco Bell, I start getting sick. If I smell McDonald's, I start getting sick. If I smell you barbecuing, I start getting sick. So back to my point was, what food makes me actually hungry? What food do I actually love? And it's not much of a food, but it's something that you use for everything, and that's onions. Man, I love me some onions, man. I ain't gonna lie, I love some onions. Onions is just, oh man, onions is, that's what it is, onions. So if you don't like onions, you just don't like onions. But for me, that's me. I love onions. I'll do this one later because I gotta separate too much stuff. Sorry about that little sound, y'all. Anyway, yeah. So I got, like, far as like foods. You know what I used to love though, but I'm finding out that it's not really. It's too strong for human consumption. Is garlic. Man, I used to be a garlic freak. I used to be a garlic freak. I promise you. I promise you, I couldn't wait to put garlic on the meat and stuff like that. It's like, man, I gotta put that garlic on there. I was all happy, like, yeah, I put the garlic. Yeah, you're all happy about it. Yeah, you gonna put the garlic on that meat or whatever, and that salt. Only thing I don't even really care about having garlic in it was gravy. But onion, I love to have onions in gravy. But most thing it had to have garlic. Like, doesn't matter what it was. If it's baked chicken, uh, any kind of meat that was baked or fried, you had to have that garlic, or you go get that garlic powder, put it in the barbecue, you chop that garlic up, put it in your barbecue sauce and all that. Yep. So that was one thing that I just like really, really liked. I really loved that, to have that garlic and stuff on everything. But now for me, it's just like onions. So raw onions, cooked onions, and I got to have mushrooms. And a lot of people are like, they said, why you eat that? I said, yeah, that lion's mane, man. I said, these people don't tell you. See, the thing is, Sir Flame, we grow up traditional. That's how we grow up, man. We grow up traditional. We don't never want to break that tradition. Because we don't think for outside the box. We don't think for ourselves, man. We don't think for ourselves. And so we start eating the same thing that we've been eating all our life, and then we get stuck on it. We just get stuck eating it. It's like, oh, well, things we shouldn't eat, we're stuck eating it now. So the only mushrooms I remember eating when I was growing up was the little, I think they're just called uh, portobello, like the real little ones. Not real, um, you know what I'm talking about. The little gray mushrooms or whatever, brown mushrooms. Those are the ones I grew up with. So that's the only ones I knew about. But now I'm starting to learn about all these other mushrooms and stuff. I said, man, please. And I started eating them. And then you start realizing that they starting to clear your mind up and everything. I said, wait a minute. How come they didn't teach us this when we was growing? They don't teach us nothing, man. The worst thing about that is they weren't even the original teachers. The they people, they weren't even the original teachers. We taught them. And they said, no, we can do something better. Just eat this instead. And they start putting us on a lot of grease. That's what they put us on. They put us on grease, flour, and meat. Because that's their main ingredients. If you think about it, that's grease, flour, and meat. Now, if you take it in terms, if you're smart enough, then you'll start breaking it down. Okay, what's the flour? All the breads, all the gravy and stuff like that. What's the grease? All the fatty meats, all the lard, all this other crap. See? That's what they put. Grease, flour, and meat. That's the main diet that they give us, and they throw a couple of vegetables in there that they call vegetables, but they're not even vegetables. They're like hybrid roots. A lot of them is hybrid roots, and mostly what you eat is fruit, and you don't even know it. All the watermelons and squash and all that stuff is fruit. All the stuff you love is fruit. Then they'll drag something else out the ground and have you to eat that. But no, you live like that. If you ate like all the melons, the good organic melons. You eat the organic melons and you eat the squash and all that type of stuff, you're going to feel good. It's just when they start throwing all this other stuff at you. They made so the fruit, they made it too sweet for you. That shit give you a headache, man. Like I got those mangoes out. They supposed to be organic. I was like, these some good ass mangoes. But then I started eating them. I'm like, God dang, these mangoes is like 10 times the sweetness of is regular mangoes. And when it comes to my fruit, like when it comes to crunchy fruit, I like it to be like semi-sweet. Or sweet. It could be sweet, but not like super sweet. And it has to be in between crunchy and soft. Like in between. I wait. Like I got some pears in the kitchen. And I'm just going to wait until they get like to the proper consistency for me to eat them. I'm not going to eat them if they're mushy. And I'm not going to eat them if they just like hard as a rock and they don't have no taste. Yep. There you go. Yeah, surface. I do onions, green onions, and red onions. Yep. But those are my favorite too. Is the red and the green. But I'll mess up some green though. I told you. But you can't eat my sauce. You can't eat my condiment that I make. You can't eat it because it has ginger in there. So I chop up the green onions, like mince them up real good, put them in the machine, get them ground up good, put that ginger in there, then just salt it, put some salt, and it's real simple. That's just 4 ingredients with the salt, and then you just cover that, mix in some oil, put it in the refrigerator or whatever, and that's is a real good condiment for like rice, especially if you're eating Asian dishes or stuff like that. Yeah, that shit is, believe me, it's good. Good. Yeah, but I was just being sarcastic a little bit. You guys already know when I put that Ryan's the king. Man, come on. So I see the desperation in Oscar De La Hoya's face when it comes to saying that Ryan's the king. Ryan is not the king. I mean, maybe he can't write his own destiny, and maybe he is $100 million fighter. Does anybody agree that Ryan Garcia is now he has propelled himself to 100 and 200 and $300 million fighter? And I'm talking about per fight. Is he that guy now that's going to be making? Is he capable of making that kind of money, or can he? And who can he run into trouble with? Or does everybody see it as everybody from 140 to 154 is in trouble with Ryan? I want to know. I want to know. Somebody teach me. Is everybody in trouble if they fight Ryan now? That's the question of the day. If people are you in trouble? Is everybody who wants to face Ryan Garcia, are they in trouble now? So that's the question. I need answers, folks. If I don't get answers, I'm out of here. I'm about out of here anyway, but I'm out of here. I'm out of here. This is the new Eagles Web. It's not just because you want the real and not some deal. I'm going to give you that. I'm being real with you too. Because usually I'm nice. But now I'm grouchy. I'm not that nice no more. I got to be nice at work all the time. Sometimes you get tired of being nice. You get tired of being nice, but I don't know. I'm always nice. People say, how you doing? I say, I'm always the best, no matter what. I said, because you have no business being outside your house, Sir Flame, if you're not the best. Take your ass back home. Ain't nobody want to hear your problems. Take your ass home. And plus, that's the whole thing. If nobody want to hear your problems, no way. They say, really? They say, oh, you're the best? I like your answer. I'm going to use this lady told me she's going to use my answer one day. She said, when I feel that way. I said, well, you shouldn't even come out the house if you ain't at your best. I said, why you out the house? Stay home. Stay home sick or whatever. Because you shouldn't be out the house if you ain't at your best. It makes sense to me. It might not make sense to everybody. But if you ain't at your best or whatever, don't be coming out bringing all that negativity and all that bullshit to everybody else. Nobody want to hear your shit. Take that shit back in the house. Because that'll cause yourself to get in trouble. And that way, when you come outside and you feel good, you're more accepting to all kinds of other crap that happens around you. Like, okay, I see what's happening. You can already see, you know what's happening. You know what I mean? But if you come out already grouchy, you end up in some kind of predicament. Before you know it, you're wearing bracelets. You're in that line that you didn't want to be in. Your family got to say bye to you that they wasn't even expecting because you was just supposed to go get some ice cream. That's all you was supposed to be doing. You didn't want to because you was in the middle of a game. So you leave the house all, feeling a certain way, and now you in trouble. You know what I mean? You go out the house feeling good no matter what. Be like, no problem. I volunteer. I'll miss a part of a movie or part of, some kind of whatever. Just to, if I'm making somebody happy, if they're going to be happy with it, I ain't got no problem with it. I'm not going to go out all grouchy. Oh, I got to go out the house and go get this. You get known as the person, oh, send Sir Flame, he ain't got no problem with it. Yeah, you get known as that person, but that's good to get known as that person. Because sometimes that gives you leeway. You can stay out late. If you got a girl, you can stay out late. If you're a person that does everything for somebody, you get to do a lot. You get more privileges. You get to stay out later than anybody else. And you're not going to get no slack. Ain't nobody going to say nothing to you. Oh, no, he all right. He can stay out. He deserve it. I like to be the one that deserves something. It's hard to become that one that deserves stuff. Yeah. Sir Flame said he's a good fighter. And he kept blocking that left hook with his face. I don't know. It's a lot of that. Even if I look at that first punch, it's like he was kind of on the end of the punch, but it didn't look like it wasn't even no snap on there. I don't know what was going on with Haney's ass. I don't know. Maybe Haney, and I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he is chinny. Maybe he got the BCD. I just don't think he do. I just think he overreacts. I think he overreacts and shit. I think he just overreacts. Getting hit like you shouldn't be getting hit. Like you're trying to show too much machismo. Like you don't have to stand right. You shouldn't have stood right. You don't have to stand right in front of him and take punches. And then you let him turn to his side and you wasn't blasting his back, I would have hit him right in his kidneys. You don't turn your back on nobody. So it was a lot of dumb stuff that Ryan was doing. But Devin, the wrong ass game plan, just trying to, you could meet some fighters like that, but not somebody that's taller than you. He didn't think about that. You didn't think about he got good reach too and he's tall too. You didn't think about that. You could have started off like this, met him in the ring, and then as soon as you met him in the center of the ring, then just back out. You could have made him tired, make him chase you around. You see, he wasn't as in shape. I don't know. I don't know what in store for Haney. But the question is Ryan $100 million plus fighter now? Does Ryan deserve? Are you going to pay $120 to watch Ryan fight on TV? That's my point. Yeah. Sir Flynn said I got boots over Ryan, and I'm not sold on boots yet. Yeah, I'm not. They got to show me, like, they got to do more. It's like it's harder to sell me now. Oh, that's a good. You know what? That's actually a good conversation too, Sir Flame. So let me ask you this question. Yeah, that's a damn good one. Just think about it. So why is it harder to sell a fighter's worth now than it was so many years ago, or maybe a decade or two ago? Why is so hard now to sell? Why is it hard to sell a fighter's worth on the public? And I'm talking about on the regular boxing public. I'm not like all you other guys or all you other people that are fans of boxing that you're not really fans of boxing. You're fans of boxers that have social media. I'm not talking to you. You're not involved in this conversation because you got some people you're gonna call them old heads. You're gonna call them all kinds of stuff. That's been enjoying boxing when it was actual boxing. You have that crew. That's the crew I'm talking to. The rest of you guys, oh yeah, he's cute. That's why, like especially you girls. If you girls think that, oh, he's cute and this and that, then I don't give a damn. But I don't care about that. That has nothing to do. Oh, he deserves money because he's handsome. Man, get the hell out of here. You're gonna invest all this money and then, because one thing I know for sure is no matter if you a fighter, you fight. And I don't give a shit if you said that you was weight drained or whatever. I don't care nothing about that shit. If you're in there fighting and you fighting your ass off, and we see that you fighting hard, and so you got, for me, Ryan, you got a black eye because of the quit. Because you quit against Tank Davis. You still got that black eye. I don't care if you can act bold now that you'll beat everybody. Man, that shit ain't working on me. You'll beat everybody, but against Tank, your mind wasn't right or whatever. But you didn't seem crazy then. But now you seem crazier. But now you okay. Get the hell out of here with that shit. Go tell somebody else that dumb shit. You seem crazier now, but back then you wasn't crazy. But at that same time that you wasn't crazy, you quit. But now you crazy and you don't quit. Man, get out. Chill, stupid. Man, get out of here with that shit. You try to fool everybody. You can fool some of the people. Some people you just can't fool. They like, nah, I ain't. They like, nah, I ain't going with that shit. They said that's the dumbest shit. You know what I mean? What it is. That shit's dumb. You know. But I'm trying to get Sir Flame to endorse you and put you up to the. I want Sir Flame to tell me how you worth 200 million or 100 million a fight now, because Oscar is running his mouth talking about, oh, you the face of boxing all of a sudden. You get one win against Devin Haney, and now you the face of boxing. I'm not going for that shit. Let somebody else go for that. I'm not going for it. Oh, I'm the face of boxing. I'll be Haney. Okay. Okay, mister, I beat Haney, so now I'm the face of boxing. Everybody must trust me. I beat everybody now from 140. That's more or less what you're saying. And then all these fighters, a lot of these fighters now are saying how they were never, the weight that they was fighting at, they never should have been at. Like, now you should have never been fighting at 135. Now you should have never been fighting at 140. That's why you came in here, because, oh, I shouldn't have been fighting at 140 in the first place. I'm weight draining myself still. I need to come in at 147. I need to beat everybody at 140. Now you're going to beat everybody at 147 and 154. Okay, we want to see you against Boots Ness. And Fundora, you think he a punk? You think you're going to just knock Fundora out? You might not knock Fundora out. Because against somebody that tall, it's going to be harder to land that left hook. It's going to be harder. So if they say, I'm not paying $129 unless it's a massive undercard. Okay. So just for him, there's no $129. Yeah, he said, right, gets the money because of his followers. He brings way more than other fighters, and that is the future. Yeah. But the question is he in your estimation, does he deserve to be like $100 million fighter though? That's the question. For you though, does he deserve to be $100 million fighter now? That's the question. Well, I'm $100 million fighter now. I got 100 million different ways of, telling you why I'm not gonna give you that money. Yeah, that's all. That's what I'm saying. It's that internet shit. But I ain't really trying to mess with the internet stuff like that. That ain't something I'm trying to do. But for me, no, you're not $100 million fighter. You're just not. You might want to be $100 million fighter, but you ain't no $100 million fighter. You get however you want to look at it. You're not a $100 million fighter. You're not. Break me off my money. I'll break you off something else. But you ain't about to get broken off. You ain't about to get broken off nothing here, partner. You can bring anybody you want to bring. And okay, you bring the masses. You know, you bring all the people that you bring. Good. That's all. That's all fine. That's all great. That we can understand that you bring a lot. You know, what you do, you bring a lot. You bring a lot to the table. See, the thing is I'm not sitting here hating. I'm trying to, bring this thing into perspective. Everybody telling you just hating because Ryan, you got more fans and this and that. Man, please. I'm a grown ass man. I don't care nothing about having no fans. Plus, I work in a different forum than these fighters do. And believe me, I got fans. Even though y'all look at me one way, it's ego, and I'm on here doing this little show. I got fans. I got plenty of fans. Believe me, I got people who know me. I got people that, like most people that they don't have somebody where they can show you a picture of you and them from years ago. They can't just a stranger, a person that you never really, you don't even know their name. They can show you a picture of you and them. So what is that? Is that fans or that's not fans? Why would somebody show me, or why would people come up? Oh, I take pictures with you every year. You see what I mean? Is that me being like a braggart or something like that? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm in a different form. You see? But a lot of people still, they won't get it. They'll look at it a whole different way. Yeah. I say no, but I can see it, see happening with the you're moving up. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? The thing about it, with the youth and everything, and with this whole thing with Ryan, is it's not like I don't get it. It's not like I don't get that you can end up making this kind of money. I mean, it's a bragging right type of thing for you. But take care of yourself, man. Your mental health and everything else. Just take care of stuff. That's the main thing I can say is just take care of yourself. Don't go out there doing too much and thinking that don't let that shit get to your head, because it seems like to me he has kind of a problem of thinking that he's more than what he is. And he's going to get humbled. He's going to get humbled. Everybody gets a little bit of, everybody gets humbling, As Terrence Crawford is due to get humbled. A lot of these people, they due to get humbled. All of them have gotten, ever since Muhammad Ali, the fighters have gotten humbled. All of them after Muhammad Ali. The great fighter, even the great fighters, they have all been humbled. If you've never been humbled, how could you say you was great? If you've never been humbled. You think you're a God, like the actual creator God? That's what you think you are because you've never been humbled? And then, matter of fact, even ones, I don't care, even if you have a record, a boxing record where you had no losses, you got humbled one way or another. Still got humbled. Maybe it might not have been in boxing. Bud, Boots, Shakur, Hayden, none of them are, this name, or stars. I think that's what you said. Or stars. Not exciting, but Ryan is. And that's part of the discussion. That's what I want to know. So Ryan is above these other guys because of his platform, his stardom and stuff like that. So what he's doing, so that's the point. So what Ryan is doing is he's showing you guys that you guys have to have a bigger forum. You guys have to have a bigger forum outside of boxing in order to do good in boxing now. In order to, and not necessarily do good for as your performance-wise, but far as monetarily. See, and that's what I talked about when I talk about boxing. I always say that boxing is prize fighting. It's for a prize. So basically, so what Sir Flame is saying, there's a different way to get the prize now, and that's That's why I get on fans, but they get all mad at me. Oh, you trolling and you doing this and you hating on Bud. I'm like, no, but Bud is not doing what he needs to do to get that kind of money like Ryan getting. Nobody said that Bud can just write his own destination because he don't have nobody backing him. He beat Earl Spence. Everybody should be like begging for Bud to fight. Not that fighters should be begging for any person or any entity that has the forum to where if you fight on their forum that you get X amount of money, X amount of dollars, they should be trying to get Bud, but they're not. And that's what all you super fans, all you boxing experts, that's what you guys are failing to realize. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. You guys, that's what you guys are failing to realize. You guys fail to realize that. You try to get mad at the Eagle. Don't get mad at me. I ain't controlling that man's money. How you get mad at Eagle? I ain't got shit to do with his money. Nothing. I got nothing to do with his money. See? I try to state facts and people get mad. Oh, you Bud hating? No. You think I don't want Bud to get the money? He out there risking his life out there. Or maybe for him it's fun and he don't think he is because he feels like he's the baddest man on the planet, pound for pound. Then hey, a lot of people feel that way. But believe me, there's somebody on the streets that will mop your ass up. And they from the streets, they don't even box. They will hurt you bad. And that goes for any of them, any of these fighters. A lot of people just don't get it. They don't get it. And I can't make you get it. That's the whole point, is I can't make you get it. But Sir Flame makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Sir Flame telling y'all, what it is, and that's what it is. You want to know what it is, what's up? That's what's up. It's just the whole playing. It's not just the playing field no more, it's the forum. So the forum has changed now. I clown. I mess around with Lala and then about they Shakur. A lot of times they get so upset. I'm like, well, Shakur ain't doing. He's just not producing. You guys cannot limit these fighters to just skill set no more. You can't, because if you're gonna limit these fighters to just skill set, you in trouble. You in trouble along with them. You can't limit these fighters to just only skill set because that's the skills is not really paying the bills no more like it used to. It used to be that everybody even looked for, like, even if you was promoting, you look for a fighter that had that skill, that had that punch, that had that flair. But now they don't care. They care now. It's about internet flair. It's about follower flair. Oh, he got a bunch of followers. So now you got a bunch of followers. So now you're that guy. You know what I mean? Eagles Web, I gotta go, bro. Peace and black. Yeah, there we go. All right, no problem. I went over anyway, Sir Flame. I went over. This was supposed to have been short. I was thinking Lala D just had a short meeting, but she had a longer meeting. I can just chop it up with her. But she's out too. Hey, you take care, man. I'll probably be back. I'll probably be back on Friday. I know I gotta work. It depends on where I gotta work. There's certain places I gotta work, then I gotta go talk to these people early, and sometimes I go talk to these people late. But salute though. Anyway, on that note too though, my brother Sir Flame out. Y'all, sir, where you at? Derek, it's been forever. And I don't discuss anything. So, but you can still come back, man. Don't even sweat that. Just come back and just talk to me, man. That's all Eagle need. I just need people to talk to me, man. If you down, if you real with me, I'm real with you. If you bullshit and fake, I'm not gonna be bullshit and fake. I'm just ain't gonna deal with you. Anyway, My shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Yeah, I'm doing stuff. Eagles Web Boxing. Y'all know what it is, no matter what day. We don't do the be less no more, but we do the peace and uplifting. I'm going to catch y'all.